Binary form means that we have two sections of musical material, usually about the same length. I suppose we could call these sections 0 and 1, but we'll call them A and B. And because no one asked for it, here's binary form in binary code. Thanks to those of you that are still watching. Often in binary form, the A section and the B section contrast each other in some way. Maybe one section is made up of a shorter rhythm than the other. Maybe one section is forte and the other is piano. Maybe the two sections have different instrumentation. But these sections don't have to be in sharp contrast. Perhaps they just have a different melody. This is usually the case with verses and choruses. And in binary form, these sections may or may not be repeated before moving on to the next one. In modern popular music, binary form is a very popular one. Any song with just a verse and a chorus would be considered in binary form. If the song has multiple verses, all having the same melody, all of the verses would be considered the A section, and all of the choruses would be considered the B section. Many of the American folk songs are in binary form, such as Arkansas Traveler, or Turkey in the Straw, or the Tennessee Waltz, Cripple Creek, Blackberry Blossom. Really, just go listen to a bunch of bluegrass. In Western classical music, binary form has a more rigid harmonic definition. These binary forms were used for many of the Baroque dances. The A section would be in the tonic key, while the B section would be in a nearly related key. If the A section is in a major key, we'll say C major, then our B section would be in the dominant key, G major. If our A section is in a minor key, let's say B minor, then the B section is usually in the relative major, so D major. Some composers may opt to have the B section be in the parallel major instead, so if it was B minor, it would be B major. It's an important distinction that the A section will typically end with a cadence in the key of the B section. This creates a smooth transition. There are also two different types of binary forms in classical music: simple and rounded. Simple is what we've been talking about so far, an A section that repeats and a B section that repeats, and there's your piece. In a rounded binary, the A section transitions to the B section like normal, but at the end of the B section, some material from the A section reappears. Perhaps it's just a few notes from the beginning, or perhaps it's a little more. Either way, some material from the A section shows up in the B section, bringing the piece to a close. Rounded binary is more commonly seen in the classical period, especially within the form of minuet and trio. In summary, any piece or song that only has two sections would be considered in binary form. This structure is more rigid in classical music, but it still fairly accurately represents modern songs with just verses and choruses. Thanks for watching this episode of 2-Minute Music Theory. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss an episode. Also be sure to check out my other channel, Jesse Strickland Music, which is home to all of my compositions. And if you're the kind of person who uses social media, be sure to connect with me over there.